So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how we reduce this supplements brand's NCAC, new customer acquisition cost, by 47% and increased new customers by 70% in just 8 weeks. Now this strategy was broken down into 3 different ad platforms: Google Ads, Facebook Ads, and Bing Ads. On Google Ads, NCAC was reduced by 39% with new customers increasing by 49%. On Meta, NCAC was reduced by 63% and new customers increased by 107%. And on Bing, we reduced NCAC by 70% and increased new customers by an astonishing 350%, all within an 8-week period. Now, Extracted are the 5th supplements brand we've managed to successfully scale at growth, and here's exactly what they had to say about us.
Hi, I'm Tony, co-founder of Extracted, a UK-based supplement brand. We've been working with growth on both our Google and Meta ads, and the impact has been brilliant. Since working together, we've tripled our new customer numbers and reduced our overall NCAC by 45%. So I'd absolutely recommend them to any e-commerce brand looking to scale sustainably.
To demonstrate exactly how we brought this success for Extracted, I'm going to break this video down into 3 key sections. Number 1 is new customer reporting. Number 2 is the Google and Bing strategy. And number 3 is the Facebook strategy. But first of all, let's talk about why it's so hard for supplements brands to gain new customers on platforms like Google Ads, Facebook Ads, and Bing Ads. Now this lies within the exact growth formula supplements brands use, which is lifetime value minus CAC, customer acquisition cost, equals profitability. So if you want to increase your profitability, you can decrease your new customer acquisition cost, your CAC, or increase your lifetime value. But our responsibility as a marketing agency is to decrease new customer acquisition cost. But here's the problem. The majority of brands who are spending on Google Ads are actually wasting a huge amount of ad spend by remarketing existing customers. And what this does is increase your customer acquisition cost because you're not solely optimizing for new customers. Now, the reason you're not optimizing for new customers is because the majority of supplements brands who run Google Ads aren't eligible for custom match lists. And this is exactly where we tell our campaigns to optimize only for new customers, but we can't do that. And this was no different for Extracted. However, there is a work around it in terms of a solution we use so we can track new customers from our campaign efforts. And then we input this into 2 customized reports for us to optimize our campaigns from, not within Google Ads. The first one is our fully customizable Looker Studio report, which allows us to track the new customers acquired from each of our platforms. Then the actual optimizing of our campaigns comes from our more rustic NCAC tracker. This tracker tells us exactly which campaigns and ad groups are actually generating us these new customers and where we need to funnel our spend to either the winning campaigns or the winning ad groups, which brings down our NCAC overall. Now with these 2 reports, we're no longer flying blind. But how do we do this? Well, this is where it gets a little bit complicated. But what we do is we use UTM campaign tracking at ad group level to report new customers within Shopify. These are then imported into our NCAC tracker on our Google Sheets and our new customer reporting in Looker Studio, where we combine this with the ad spend generated within those campaigns. So we morph it together to give us a cost per acquisition, a cost per new customer acquisition. Funnily enough, this is exactly what software like Triple Whale or Polar do, but at a fraction of the cost of it. Now moving on to the Google Ads strategy. Now let's break down the surprisingly simple Google Ads strategy that reduced in-platform NCAC by 39% and increased new customer volume by 49%. So this Google Ads strategy stems from the foundation strategy we implement into the majority of our supplements brands companies to start with anyway. The account strategy is broken down into each product. So each product will get 2 search campaigns, and then we also are running a higher and lower demand PMAX campaign where we consolidate all of our products within them. So each product gets 2 search campaigns and 1 asset group in theory. So the first search campaign is our disco words campaign, our discovery words campaign. And this campaign is targeting people in the upper funnel. These are people who are problem aware. These people are aware of their problem, but not yet of the solution to it. These are classified as long tail keywords and often come with cheaper CPCs but lower conversion rates because the intent to purchase is so much lower in this campaign because the user is in the information search stage of the decision-making process, not purchase, which is down here. The second search campaign then consists of more high-intent keywords. These are solution-aware keywords. In here, we are targeting keywords that are high intent so our users are aware of the solution, but are shopping around to make sure they find the product that best best suits their buying criteria. Then to finish off and to make sure we're showing up on Google Shopping, each product is then segmented into either a higher demand or lower demand PMAX campaign. Then within the Bing strategy, we simply just mirrored exactly what we were doing on Google and onto Bing, because Bing, just like Google, is a paid search platform. Now moving on to the Meta ad strategy. So the strategy on Meta was then consolidated down into only 3 campaigns. Number 1 was the testing campaign. Number 2 was a scaling campaign. And number 3 was the remarketing campaign. So the testing campaign consisted of a manual ABO campaign. Now, when I say ABO, I mean ad set budget optimization. And the strategy for adding in new creatives for the product was to add in each as their own ad set, where we could set a daily budget for this new creative. This allowed us to truly test the potential of these new creatives rather than throwing them in as just ads into a, say, an ASC campaign where they most likely won't get any spend at all. Then from reviewing the performance of these ad sets, these ads within our testing campaign, then the winning ads from our testing campaign were then segmented into our scaling campaign, where we could push them harder with dedicated budgets. Now the second part of Meta, which is the content style, was truly where the NCAC was reduced and our new customers increased. Here we tested a lot of different ad styles and messaging angles to really find out what resonated with our users the best, and then make more iterations of those winners. This is known as incremental testing. These angles consisted of styles like UGC, founder-led ad creatives, celebrity endorsements, street interviews, and static image ads. We tested everything. Now that's it for me for this video, guys, but if you're a supplements brand yourself and you're currently experiencing poor performance on your paid advertising, then go to the link around this video where you'll be sent to our website where you can look at multiple other success stories for supplements brands we've scaled, and book in a discovery call with either myself or a member of the team where we can give you a tailored game plan of getting you from where you are now with an NCAC too high and new customers too low to where you want to be with an NCAC that's nice and low and new customer volume scaling month on month. Thank you, guys.